I am introducing myself again. Madalina Pascu is my name. I hope I will be in touch with you later on this evening, and for a long time, not only this evening, all right? So here is my presentation. Can we have? Great. Right, so we gave the name Welcome to the World of Sales Olympic Professionals. This is somewhat a mission, let's say, of Sales Trust, if you want. To have sooner rather than later, yes, I said 100 years, this is basically ISMM age. I don't know whether you knew. ISMM, the Institute of Sales and Marketing Management, this is what it stands for. From the UK, they have 100 years. Right, Sales Trust was born at the beginning of this year, and our goal is to support ISMM in Romania and in the region to develop basically the profession. We stand for the development of the profession. Of course, how we do that, there are a lot of ideas, right? It's a matter of us working together. That's why we had the idea of the community, because it's a triangle, isn't it? It's not about me or about Sales Trust or about ISMM or about you yourself individually. It's about all of us together. So, can I have that? Thank you. Right. So, just to begin with, I was thinking, right, I hope this works. Right. So what I'm going to talk to you this evening, I'm going to talk to you a little bit about what is our goal for 2022. Yeah, I like numbers. I'm sure you do as well. Most of you are salespeople, so you must do. So for me, it would be like, okay, not 100 years, but let's look at the next 10 years. So we'll look a little bit about that. Then I'm going to tell you a little bit about a community, and then I'm going to talk to you for 2 minutes about parachuting. Yeah, I'm not going to reveal any of that later on. So, just to start off, all right, I hope this works, right. Right, so let's look a little bit what happens globally at the level of global training investment. So there are various researches, I'm sure you come across some of them, but just to summarize this evening, when we looked at 2011, yes, this is the more recent data, we found out that basically still USA and the UK, they remain the top investor countries in training, and percentage and data is here. What was even more interesting is that actually, if we look at the UK versus USA training investment per employed person, so that was overall, right? So for the employed person per each country, so per person, investment per person, right? We found that actually UK is investing a little bit more than USA. So what we actually want to say with this is that, it will be depending on us what we do forward. But there is a said, I'm not sure whether you know this said, that, usually there are a category of people who never learn things, just never learn things. Another average category of people who experience things and then they learn from their experience. And there is another category which move faster in their life because they learn from other people's experience. I'm not sure whether you know that, but anyways, what we are trying to say is that UK would be a good reference to start with. So, right. Sorry, you see me doing some gymnasts. Yeah, unfortunately, Romania versus UK training investment is at 1%. We'll pass this slide because it's not very nice at the moment, but this is reality, all right? So, okay. Excuse me. All right. Thank you so much for that. That's nice. The things are looking a little bit better if we are looking at the entire European Union and again at the per employed person. and we are at 3%, but still 3% of what UK is investing in their sales, not in the sales profession, but in their overall profession. Right, so, spicy question. What can we do before 2022? Do you think we can do something about that? Okay, not necessarily about the training investment, because, all right, we have a budget, and then we spent it, and then, all right, we did this in the last couple of years. We still invested 3%. It will be interesting to see each one of your opinion how that helped us grow our training investment every year, this 3%. However, do you think we can do more? You know, well, at least Salestrust and us, we actually believe. And I am very, very proud to say that I am part of this nation, seriously, because I've had the opportunity to work in the training industry for the last 8 years, and I had the opportunity to travel quite a lot between countries in Europe. And I have to say, I'm very proud to be part of Romania and our community, because we definitely like to learn if there is something good to learn. Yes? So yes, I believe yes, we can. And yes, we will, because, you know, there is no point and no future if we don't implement. If we have a good idea but we never implement it, then it's for nothing. So yes, we will, and yes, we are going to do it smart. So what I'm trying to say, basically, is that let's look at our choices. Salestrust is not about imposing to you a solution. Look, this is the solution for the sales profession. Let's go for it. No. I think that the most important is the community, because what is ISMM really? ISMM is not an university. It's not an academic, it's not a business. It's not an academic thing. It's basically a community of sales professionals that got together, like accountants do, like doctors do, like lawyers have their borrow. Yes, this is what they are. They're a community. They got together and they said, all right, let's share some ideas. Let's share what we know, right, to do our best for this profession. And then they set the standards. And they did a pretty good job at staying alive for 100 years and now going in so many countries, right? So what I'm suggesting now, this evening, and what Salestrust is actually suggesting, is that let's come back to the initial idea, the successful idea. Let's bring the community together. Together we make a decision. Together we are going to make a smart decision about where to take this profession forward. Right? So it's not about us, you know, we can change later on, but I think ISMM is with the same vision as we are, and hopefully, I'm sure, definitely, we will stay with them for quite a long. So just to look at our choices, if we were to choose right now, this evening, what would be the best program for sales professionals for a long-term career, to build a career rather than a job, we have what? We have the university MBA. Of course, we have a university MBA in Romania, and of course, we have various MBAs around the world. We have MBAs as cheap as $50, if you allow me, on the internet. We have a tremendous amount of MBAs we can choose from. Then, in some countries, there is, and in our countries as well, there is the concept of the local professional body. Basically, ISMM is the local professional body of sales and marketing in the UK. Do we have a sales and marketing body in Romania? What do you think? Do you know? No. I tell you, we don't. So, basically, that option out. Yes? Right. So, we remain with the international professional qualifications. So, I wanted to bring to your attention, apart from that, something that I feel. Tell me how you feel. Maybe we talk about it later on this evening, how you feel about this. But my feeling, and bringing in also some statistics, turns out that from the moment a person employs with sales, and to the moment they are leaving the company, it's about what? How many years do you think, on average? 3? 1? What else? What do you think? 5? Yeah, I've heard 5 before. Well, statistics says, on average, just the average that we did right now, it's 2 years on average. Sales in Romania, a professional, a salesperson stays in that role. Well, how about the learning curve, or performance curve if you want? Imagine someone embarks in your company, becomes a learning curve of that company, a learning curve of the products, if you want, of your systems, of everything that is there. In 6 months or even more, it takes before they got to the point to realize what is that company about, right? Do you agree? Then, there is a peak performance, but hold on, if there's only 2 years before they leave, this means that they really they get at a certain point demotivated. They start to look for another job. When the moment it arises that they're looking for another job, they are already demotivated, all right? Demotivated means that what? Performance is going down. Right, so looking at this, it's 6 months of peak performance of sales professional in Romania right now. Do you think we can afford this? I mean, I'm not talking to you directly as Madalina, Ilana, and all. I'm talking to you as corporates. Imagine yourselves as your corporate. Do you think our corporates can afford a system that works like this? Can that system really perform? Ben, we were having a discussion, sorry to share that just now, but I think it's interesting. We were having a discussion last evening about, what really the sales profession in Romania means, or sales profession in the UK means. You can call it Romania PLC, yes, because sales is actually the driving force of our enterprises. If our enterprises are driven by a 6-month peak performance in 2 years, how well do you think we are doing on that? Well, we'll discuss later on about that. Right, so, yeah, it's there. Now, we're looking at choices, okay? I wanted to bring to you a little bit the information you probably know. Many of your companies, and we have been working together for quite a while now, with professional qualifications. And for sure you have heard about all CIA, CIM, CIMA, ACCA, and all that. Please be aware that all the numbers that are there, they refer to, for example, 8 per 200 students and members. It's like CIA is in Romania for 8 years, and at the moment there are, on average, so this is just an estimate, all right, around 200 students and members. What I wanted to show you is that companies, actually multinational companies in Romania, they have been looking at the development of the profession at the other sectors. And fortunately, or unfortunately, I would say fortunately, because it doesn't matter the reason. It's good that it is happening, but one of the reasons is that in some sectors, this was imposed by regulation. A body, international body, European Union were coming to say, right, from now on we are going to report on IFRS. Of course, there was immediate need for ACCA, that it stands for the Association of Chartered Certified Accountants from the UK, the same. I'm sure most of you know about this, right? Yes? You know about this, right? So what I'm trying to say here is that, all right, there's sales. Do we have a professional qualification for sales? Well, I'm very happy to say that now we do. All right? So let this be the kick-off point this evening. What is ISMM really? So for the name, we know what it is. It's Institute of Sales and Marketing Professionals, right? But what is it really? What is it about that is so great? Well, if this is is what I feel. We generally tend to relate to our own ideas, but I think it's good because it's the ones that we believe in. So if you ask me, why do I believe myself, Madalina Pascu, I believe in ISMM, right? I will tell you why I believe. I believe that it is good because it's the most comprehensive program in the world. So these people, what they're doing is like every year, they're sitting down together and thinking, all right, what do we need to include in a sales professional program? We can put this, we can exclude that, we can do a lot of things, right? Like we here in the future, I really hope that in our meetings we will sit down together and say, hold on, for Romania we need this. So ISMM, please, this is our voice, this is our thoughts. Please put this through the qualifications. So this is how it really works in other countries, yes? This is what the community is about, is getting yourselves involved. What exactly do you need? Let's brainstorm. Let's think what Romania really needs, right? So what, at the moment, ISMM is the most comprehensive program in the world. So there is no, let's say, gap of knowledge you might want to achieve and you wouldn't find within ISMM. So this is important. Secondly, it's for lifetime. I really believe in this idea of lifetime. So with career, imagine a doctor, yes? When they start a journey for being a doctor, do you think that they will be a surgeon for half of their life and then they will become a lawyer or something different? I don't think so. It doesn't happen, does it? So in order to create a career, you have to make a choice. And that choice comes from you guys, right? So I want to be a sales professional, right? So I have this idea. Okay, this is a lifetime career. It's my commitment. And I think this is the way a true professional is built. So this is a lifetime process. With ISMM, once you enter, you will always be a part of ISMM because you are going through the qualification, and then in order to remain a member, you have every year to consolidate your knowledge, to update your knowledge, to attend seminars they're doing in order to be still in the profession, updated, let's say. All right, because otherwise it will be like a university program that we all did, 20 years ago, and how much we remember of that? Well, we are humans. This is a natural process. We forget things, right? So this is why it's a lifetime career. Then it's a motivator. Yes, it's a motivator because I tell you, from my experience in the past 8 years, everyone in the company who saw that their corporates were investing in their ACCA program, and this is not cheap, all right? They were starting really to embrace the idea, this company cares about me. This company cares about my career. They want me here. They want me here if they're doing this for me, right? So it's a motivator, definitely a motivator for the employees. It's a filter. I have to tell you, one of the most difficult professional qualification I've come across. It's CFA, it's the Chartered Financial Analyst. Do you know about this one? Do we have any students in here or no? No. Obviously, we couldn't have. But anyways, if you heard about this, I tell you, it's one of the toughest. At the first level, 200 people are entering the qualification. At the second level, you get around 30. The rest of them give up. It's too hard, right? So yes, ISMM could be a filter. ISMM could be something like to say, all right, do you really want a sales career? Do you really want to do something with your life in that sense? Then, okay, do a first level, do a second level, and see if you pass the exams, and then we will employ you, or will motivate you to go to your next level in career. Yes, so it's a career plan. It's practical, because these people, you know what they're doing? They are auditing us. You don't know what process we've been through with signing all those documents. Sorry about that. But this is nice. They care about who is going to be your trainers. They care about who is going to be in front of you to deliver the information they standardize globally. So it's important for them, definitely. So it's very practical, you can imagine, because our trainers, they are practitioners. We will have, for example, one of our trainers, just to give you an example, the head of sales of one of the largest, you can imagine, I cannot tell you the name just yet, but you can imagine it's one of the largest FMCG companies in Romania. It's the head of sales. That person is going to teach ISMM for you. So, yes, that will be practical, I would say. And of course, 100% up to date was my last comment because, yes, I don't want to repeat myself, but that you can imagine it's like this. So, what is ISMM, to conclude, is the largest sales professional body in the world. It has corporate recognition as companies are taking on ISMM worldwide. So definitely, it's an important recognition. I say this is the most important recognition because if companies believe that this program is good, means that it delivers performance, means that it delivers really sales professionals. And then just recently, ISMM is very happy, and I will let Ben introduce this idea to had an EU recognition, and that is fantastic because this is exactly where the future will go. So just to give you a brief overview of what the qualification is, it has 6 levels. 6 levels, and it goes for, as I said, building a career path from the sales rep to the sales director. And it's very nice to be put it this way because, as I said, it can become a motivator of the company to, promote people within the company at each level. Right. As we said before, and Stefan said this very well, thank you for that, Stefan. You took my word before I said. This is not a process that we can do alone. It's us together. We have to work together, right? So basically, Salestrust will be delivering the training, will be delivering the coaching, the people who are going to stand by your side all the way through assessments, or a lifetime career, let's say, but then ISMM would be there to be like the external party, and this is very good. We want to be assessed, we want to be audited, we want to be recognized as an approved premium provider. Yes, we want that, so they are there. And then there's the employer or the individual student there, which will have to be committed to the profession at least. So, right. What is it exactly that we are learning? We are going through a very wide range of subjects. So when I said comprehensive, I have to tell you, I meant this is just some buzzwords. These are just some buzzwords to give you an idea that it's not only about the sales cycle, it's not only about managing objections or things like this, but it is a lot more than that, And big picture, having a big picture, knowing business management creates leaders. We are attending always leadership courses. What is leadership? This is leadership, having the big picture, right? And here I'll go very, very quickly, just to tell you, all right, what would be sales rep, all right, juniors, what would be the requirement to enter the qualifications? To have a university degree. You can come up from other parts of, from another profession, but you have to have a university degree to enter the qualification. And then, what you can do is that if you're already having a university degree, plus you have already some experience in sales, you can enter another level. Right. And this is how it goes. So, for example, a director with a minimum 5 years in management in sales, and 1 year director will then have the possibility to go directly to level 6. And what is it next that is going to happen this year? Starting October, we are starting the qualification with level 5 and 6. This is the open program. Obviously, there are companies interested in developing this program for the entire sales team, and that will be a closed project. But our open project, this is open for if you want to send one or two people from within your company, you can send them to the open program, and for October and November, we will have level 5 and 6. Oh, and there's an iPad. This is nice. This is Salestrust offering. We are developing an online system to support studies all the way through, and people who are joining the qualification this year, we will get also the actual, Apple iPad to have that to have a possibility to access their online Salestrust private, no matter where they are, in an airplane or, I don't know, in all those moments when you can read something fun or... Right. A little bit about the community, very little. Community, I'm not sure whether you know, it stands from this Latin word communitas. It means together and gift. This is very nice because this is what it is. We try to build a community to share things, to share more than maybe ISMM can deliver to us. This is the real value. We really believe in the community, I tell you. This is our first let's say, mission to build the community in Romania. And what is today's challenges with communities? I'm sure you have come across a lot of communities. Yes, we see a lot of communities on Facebook, on Twitter, on everywhere there is communities. But what is the challenge of the community? Is, as with everything else in life, implementation, yes, and maintenance, yes, maintenance. How we maintain the community. Well, I have to promise you now, this evening, this is a personal promise, Salestrust will always be motivated to bring you together at events, at parties, at whatever, you name it, courses. Will be always motivated to bring you together. It will depend on you, all right, to attend. So thank you again for this evening to be here. This is really good. This is a great start. The maintenance will be tough. So I'm counting on you guys. And ISMM have done a pretty good job because they are alive for 100 years. So, yeah, it's good to have their support, isn't it? Right. So, what is the community? It's about trust. The community is not about meeting each other and selling to each other various things. I've got this comment. I thought I'd share it to you. Obviously, we are here. We will be meeting to share experience, guys. And I'm very sure you were also in that line as well with me. We are here to actually meet. You know how many people in companies haven't met? It's impressive. I go to companies every day and they don't know their colleagues, and that is fantastic, you know. But you know, for our profession, let's stay together, let's meet, let's interact. If we meet, let's interact, okay? After this evening, after these presentations, please let's interact, because if we meet and we stay in a corner like this and we don't interact, then nothing happens again, right? So let's interact and let's learn from each other. So that are the objectives of the community. And now, because my time is up, I guess, right, I have to say a little bit about the parachuting experience. Right, I'm not going to ask who has jumped with a parachute in the room, although I'm sure, you know, I just know it in my heart. I know it for sure. If anyone has jumped with a parachute in this room, they know that they have not to sell parachuting, but it's almost like a duty, you know. It's in the blood. It's like a duty of them. I saw a nodding. It's a duty for them to share this, isn't it? Definitely. I tell you, in this life, everyone should have the chance to jump with a parachute. And I wanted to bring to you this example. It's just to say, all right. Okay, what is the value people are doing when they are selling something? All right? And I think that if you want in your life, you will jump with a parachute, and then you will convince another person to jump with a parachute. I think that you will change a life forever. You know, and I think that this is what sales really means. It means selling things that you believe in, but truly believe in, like you would really buy that, And here it is. This is our first statement. This is Salestrust idea, first idea, that the art is in you. So when you sell something, is because you really believe that, because you would really buy that for yourself, So this is what we believe. And just not to say it like that, I would add, take it seriously. Because if you believe in something, but then you don't proactively do something about it, it's still for nothing. It's just an idea out there, it's for nothing. You have to do something about it. So if you believe in something and then you really start planning and do your job properly every day, and be persistent at it, for sure you have success in sales. And this is something I would personally like to share with you this evening. And our idea is to have, because this evening it's so important, we would like to have our first 100 ideas, such as Salestrust idea, right, that art is in you and you have to take it seriously. It's like, for example, just let me explain this to you. So imagine this evening we are starting to grow the sales profession in Romania. And in 100 years, God knows if we are going to be on this planet. Well, I doubt it, but anyways, I have my faith that maybe, I don't know, we will invent something one day and we will not die. But anyway, imagine that we will not die, and after 100 years, we will look at these statements. This is the backbone of what we started to do this evening. So what I encourage you to do, every one of you has in this map here, right, has a piece of blank paper. Blank. It's blank. It's like the sales profession just now. Blank. Right? Blank. What I encourage you to do, so please do this. This is for our profession. Please put there your thoughts. It can be anything. It can be an encouragement, something to leave behind, like a legacy for the next generations, for salespeople in 200 years' time. I don't know. My name is Mihai Daco. Mihai, we would like to coach you. We would like to coach you in 100 years. What would you, Mihai, leave to the people? Just from your experience, what it is right now. What would you leave? And please, just give it a thought. 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 5 minutes. Take your time. It doesn't matter. You can leave it with us at the end of the evening, but please leave it this evening. You have an envelope also, yes? And what we are going to do, with your approval, we are going to public this, right? We are going to make it public. So I think that this is a good start. If you don't want us to public your name, public means that we are going just to put it on our website, and hopefully people will be interested in the community and support it and grow it. And obviously, if someone would like to write about it, obviously that would be nice as well. So, but it is up to you whether you want to keep your name confidential or you want to put your name as well. But please do. I really believe in this, and I hope you do as well. Right, so this was me this evening. I wanted to share so many things with you. I hope I get the chance to do it some other time, because my time is up for sure. But what is a nice initiative, I believe a very, very nice initiative, we have started for the community as a first, let's say, as a first project for our community, is the fun activities after work. Have you seen the fun activities after work? Yes? Right. So unfortunately, I don't have time to tell you about all what that is. But what I can tell you is that what we did, we partnered with the best that is in the market in the world, to tailor some programs that we thought our community would find fun, right? And they are only for our community. So, for example, taking, I think one of the most glamorous is the yachting course, right? So imagine we are going to, next year, some of you who are into yachting and would like to do a yachting course, we will all go in Croatia and we will going to take that course, but it's just for us, it's just for the community. You have others there as well, and we will continue with these initiatives. And I have to tell you that the cost of that is minimum for what it is, because these guys were very excited about our project, and because we are offering them publicity, you can imagine they gave us really, really good prices. So it